Hey guys, it's SFP here, and welcome to episode number 3 of my FIFA 16 Dortmund career mode. And we have another 3 interesting games coming up for today's video. And here we have our first game, it's going to be against Hanover 96. And Hanover 96, I gotta say, has been one of those teams that has appealed to me just because one of their ex-captains was a U.S. national team player, Stevie Cherundolo, or Steven Cherundolo, some people may. As they say, the mayor of Hanover, I believe, was the nickname that was given to him by the fans over there. I really respect the guy. He was a quality right back, and so far, I don't think we've actually had a decent right back since he's retired. And I'm not going to go into it because I don't know how many of you guys are actually interested in the U.S. men's national team and their struggles and of trying to find their identity and all that kind of stuff. But if you guys are, please let me know in the comment section down below as well, or give this video a like. Maybe that's what I'll kind of see if you guys are interested in what I have to say. But anyways, again, Hanover 96, as you can see by the squad here, I'm interested in seeing Hugo Almeida. I did not know he was actually in Hanover 96. Last time I checked, he was in Turkey, in Besiktas, I believe. I remember last time when he was in the Bundesliga, he was actually in Werder Bremen, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be way off, or Wolfsburg, excuse me. I can believe I said that in Spanish with an English accent. I know he was one of those teams with a green jersey, and I want to say it was Werder Bremen. But if that is not the case, please let me know, guys, in the comment section down below. And I believe he was also another German team before that, but my knowledge doesn't go that far. Here we have Royce. Royce takes a shot, and a great save there from the goalkeeper. I believe it was Zeiler. Royce trying to be a little sneaky there, trying to go for the near post. But the goalkeeper was not tricked, and we're going to have a corner kick, which probably will lead to nothing, as you can see there. And that is how this first half will end, guys. Nothing too exciting. There's just that one opportunity that Royce had, but hopefully in the second half, we'll be able to break that sturdy defense that they have. And here I'm going to make a couple changes, and they're going to be the same ones, guys. Sahin, actually, I'm going to put in Kagawa, and I believe Ramos as well, because Aubameyang, like I said again, he isn't doing it for me, guys, and it's weird. Obviously it's my fault. For some reason I'm not getting the hang of Aubameyang, but I am getting the hang of Ramos. As you can see here, speed, pace, strength. It's all by himself. He's gonna cut back, gonna go for the shot, and it hits the top corner, upper 90, and we get the lead here. And here we have Ramos again with the rebound. You can see they're upper 90, right in the sweet spot, guys. And this angle will probably be the best right now. Boing, right there. I love those ones where you can just hear it just knock right in the corner. Those are the best ones, guys. Because if it was an inch, if it was a millimeter or two off, it would have hit the post and gone out. So the sheer fact that it could have missed, I think, is what excites me about those goals. And here we see a weird turn of events that almost led to Hanover actually getting the equalizer here. And was that Hugo Almeida? I have to check the replay. And that is not a good angle to see it from, but luckily we get a deflection, and it's another corner kick, which I think we shouldn't be afraid of. And here we have an opportunity for Hugo Almeida, the Portuguese international. Or is he even in the national team anymore? I don't think so. The ex-international, I guess. And he just wasted a very good opportunity, and that's why I showed you guys that, because that could have been the equalizer there, and here is basically how the game's going to end, guys. A 1-0 draw, and I hate to say this, guys, but that's probably how most of my wins are going to be. I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. I'm not exactly the best goal scorer, so to speak. But I can hold on to a lead. That I can do. So hopefully these 1-0 wins will come in handy, and I'll only need just one goal to win the game. And again, here's the training simulation. And again, guys, please let me know in the comment section down below which player would you like me to train, and the player with the most votes will be trained for that whole week. So you guys let me know who you want me to train, and that person will be trained in the next 3 episodes of the following week. And here I'm going to make a change because Ramos was actually asking for the starting spot. And at this point, I can't say no. You know, he's actually scored twice, I believe. That was his second goal. Um, and that's two more. That's twice as much as Aubameyang right now. Granted, neither of them have had much playing time, so there's no rhythm that they've acquired. But Ramos right now seems to be the better card here. So, as you can see here, I'm not first, which is interesting, and it actually makes me more excited for this series because one of my concerns was that because I'm not playing in a world-class level or legendary level, is that this series was going to be a little bit too easy for me, or a little bit easy for me. God, I can't even speak English right now. As you can see there, we are the best defensive team, and I'm very proud of that. And so that was my biggest fear, that this series would be too easy. And the fact that straight off the bat, I'm not the best team. I'm actually number 4 on the table. It excites me, guys. And this game will be exciting because Bayern Munich, not Bayern Munich, excuse me, wow. Bayer Leverkusen has some very interesting players. Some players that aren't exactly known worldwide, but players that are quality and have a pretty good potential. And there's the man Chicharito, who apparently is ripping it in the Bundesliga. Although the last game I saw where he faced Bayern Munich, it didn't turn out so well. I was very excited to watch him play because I wanted to see what all the hype was about. But unfortunately, that game he picked to not be in his best form. And there we have Bernd Leno, who's such a good goalkeeper there. And I actually am interested in seeing if I could lure him away from Bayer Leverkusen. And we're off in the second game here, and hopefully we can get a more convincing result. And here we have, who else? Of course you guys know it's Ramos. And again, this guy here with the assist. Mkhitaryan, I believe is his name. And if I butcher it, feel free guys to let me know. That's probably the only way I'll learn. If you guys keep telling me, no, that's not how you pronounce it, this is how you pronounce it. At some point, I'm going to get it right. And this is Ramos' third goal, I believe. Yep, third goal this season. So far, he's my highest goal scorer. My top goal scorer. And if you guys had Ramos on your list of who will be the top goal scorer overall, actually, in the league and overall, I'll do both as well. But if you have it so far, then you guys are definitely winning. Anyways, here I'm going to put in the regular changes. I'm going to put Sahin, Kagawa, and I'm going to take out Ramos. He's made his goal, so it's good enough for me. And now I'm going to put Aubameyang in and see if Aubameyang will respond to this, because right now it seems to me that I should be starting with Ramos. I don't know what you guys think, but so far Ramos seems to be the player who I'm better equipped with here. And again, another 1-0 win. Very exciting, I know, guys. And we are down to our last game, but I believe there will be some sort of training simulation. Yep. And there we go. So far, so good, guys. We're getting in the 60s, which is great. And now, this time, I will choose my B team, because the turnaround time isn't exactly ideal to be using my starting 11. And guys, now that I have this little intro here, and I've noticed that the Bundesliga intros are longer than the BPL intros, and let me know if you guys have noticed that at all. But I think so, because my videos are longer than they usually are, but not by much, maybe like a minute or two, and I think it's with the intros. As you can see here, we're second place right now, which is great. And also, I forgot to mention this in my last video, but I'd like to do a player of the video, so to speak. So in these 3 games, please let me know, guys, who you think is the best player in this episode. Obviously, my money is on Ramos, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below as well. I would very much appreciate that, guys. And here you have Hoffenheim. And Eduardo Vargas is the player that's catching my eye right now, the Chilean international. And Kevin Volland, I actually remember Kevin Volland way back. And I think it's the same. Oh, and then Schär. I remember Schär was a very good pickup in last year's FIFA, or the one before that. But Volland, I remember when he was also a nice pickup, a nice youngster to use in a career mode. And Vargas, like I said, I've actually used Vargas a couple times. He's a very good striker to have, especially in a team that you are using like let's say in a Road to Glory series. He's actually a nice pickup to have. Anyways, let's start this game, and hopefully we're a little bit more uh, abundant and prolific in the final third. Here we see a great pass there, and Vargas is going to go for the cross, I believe. No, he's not. And that is going to lead to a corner kick. And the reason I'm showing this to you guys is because I actually did something very bad over there and actually forgot to show you guys the replay. But Weigl gets the yellow card in here. In a weird turn of events, Zhao actually gets the first goal of this game, guys. The U.S. Youth International. Although he hasn't been called up in a while because of his injury. And it's a total shame because I remember he was actually about to break, or at least many people thought he was actually going to get a good run of games with Klopp here a couple years ago. I believe it was 2 years ago. And then an injury, delayed that, and so that's quite unfortunate. Although I've been hearing now that Pulisic, another youth international from the United States, is actually getting some playing time, which is very exciting because over here in the U.S. we're waiting for that next star to pop up, and it's stupid. It sounds stupid to say that, but one can hope, I guess. Anyways, now I'm going to make a couple changes here. I'm going to put in Dushk, I believe is his pronunciation, and then if I butchered it, again, let me know, guys, in the comment section down below. I'm also going to put in Pulisic for Sahin, and Leighton is going to come out as well, I believe. Am I or am I not? I'm going to put Park Joo-hoo and put him as the holding midfielder and leave Weigl as a center midfielder. And I believe this is the first game that Ramos has not scored in, so at least in this episode. We see Park Joo-hoo, and nothing happened, guys. I do apologize for that. Exactly the most exciting thing. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at SFP Soccer Show and on Twitch at SFP Gaming, and I'll have a link to those on the description down below as well. And I will see you guys on Friday. Peace out.